Earl, here is the sweeper results from the action on Friday. Always a fun time.
And it's just a little activity for the guys to get together and get used to the lane conditions, bowl a singles event. And
Bob learned there.
There's a little bit of money involved there. And this is held generally before each of our national team challenges. And it, as I mentioned, gives the guys a chance to get into the atmosphere of the tournament.
And we come back for the last game. A reminder, $25,000 for a perfect game in any of the regional events from now on. And a toughie right there as he leaves the 10. That $25,000 bonus put up by our friends from the Reno convention, and those folks in Reno really looking forward, of course, to our championship in Reno, Nevada in June at the Reno Hilton.
Well, we saw one 300 game, Jay.
Yeah, we did back in Illinois.
You seem to inspire these people when you come out here and do the telecast. They, we almost had another one here in the match play when Crown Lanes bowled 288. They had the first 10 strikes in that game.
Right. Podgorsky now for Scime Signs. Their leadoff man. And that's the way to lead off.
Sure is. And he reminds me a little bit of Ron Williams, one of the successful players on the PBA Tour, who has that crooked arm when he takes the ball back and then straightens it out at the bottom. Got a little lucky there, leaving only the 4-7. Could have been the 4-7-10. All the bowlers seem to be having a problem getting to the ball to the pocket area, and then when they do, they leave a corner pin. So the lane condition has been playable and still is playable all week, and I think a lot of it is to do with the fact that they're bowling on television, Jay. But it's a very competitive format and lane condition. It keeps it close, and the guys are having a good time, but they're struggling.
Lenny Biondi picking that one up, and we're back to Mark Scime. A little high. At the 3-6-10. Scime sign up by 5 pins in what figures to be a match that may go right down to the wire. Good pick up there. Bob Handley congratulating Mark.
And they're talking. You see them talking to each other, and we talked about that, you and I, Jay, just
it's all part of the team competition concept.
You have to communicate with your teammates, help them. If you notice a change in how the ball's reacting, help them line up on the lane condition, because you only get 2 frames in the game yourself. 2 chances to help your team.
Doug Becker back to the attack. 7 pin. This young left-hander is throwing the ball very, very well.
He made a little adjustments in his game there, Jay, on that particular shot. The lefties have struggled just like the right-handers recently. The ball wants to hook a little bit early and go through the middle of the head pin. He threw it harder to keep the ball in line, and it worked for him, but unfortunately he left a solid 7. Very important. Fill these frames now. Make the spares.
And that is very distressful for this young fella. You don't want any open frames at this point in the proceedings. Looking up at the scoreboard.
Well, here's your favorite player, Jay.
Yes, sir. He delivers mail and puts on quite a show. 40 years old, Rick Sotis.
Well, let me tell you, folks, he almost didn't get any on that ball. That ball was tilted on the edge of the lane, almost went in the channel. And I think he was, you saw his reaction. Watch his reaction as you see the ball go down the lane.
Whoa.
That's about as close as you're going to get and keep it on the lane. And unfortunately, we couldn't see his body action at that point. He was tiptoeing across the approach, and in his mind, I'm sure, saying, please stay on the lane. Hold on.
All right. Watch this reaction to the first ball. A little bit of a kick here.
Look at him now. He's saying, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh, there's the kick. Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah. Well, he was fortunate twice. It didn't go in the channel, and he got the 7-pin to fall down. Otherwise, he'd had the 3-7. It was the last pin out.
16, the lead for Scime Signs.
More speed there also, Jay. So they talked it over and decided that they need to throw it harder. The two lefties on that team. And
Brad Briggs leaves the 7.
Same reaction as his teammate got. It's a good pocket shot, a solid 7.
I got in here late last night, was trying to find my room. Found what I thought was my room, but it was on the wrong floor. It happened to be this fellow's room right here.
Oh, really?
Wondered why I had a key in the door. All right, he picks it up.
Still anybody's match. Total pins, 2 games, and like you said, this could come right down to the 10th frame, Jay.
Dan Saile, and the 10-pin went down for him, and is he pleased about that, I'm sure.
Now here, watch the pin reaction. The ball is so far down the lane, it's still going right, still going right, still going right, grips the lane, too late to get back to the pocket. Look at the head pin go off the wall, knock the 2-pin all the way across the lane to take out the 10.
That is what you call a late 10.
And take a look at this ball going down the lane.
Whoa, what has he got there? You can look right through it, can't you?
Look right through it. It looks like there's a rose in the middle of it. Maybe he borrowed his wife's bowling ball to shoot the spares.
The anchor man for thermocarbon, Dennis Raukauskas. Looking good. Oh, boy. Well, he was pleased with that, I think.
Well, he should be.
Didn't get the action he wanted.
It was a great shot. This young man has what I consider to be great fundamentals. His balance, his approach, everything is the way it should be. And he goes through the center of the ball when he releases it. He lifts up on the ball, but in his spare, watch his spare shot now. He just uses his pinky, in other words, his little finger, and his ring finger to shoot spares. He doesn't use his normal grip. And it's kind of an unusual way to shoot your spares.
You wouldn't advise that for, well, of course, that's right.
Well, it takes a lot of hand strength to do that.
That's right. He's very strong, as I mentioned earlier. Hooking Bob Handley, who, as Earl mentioned, doesn't hook it quite as much as he used to because of the arthritic condition. But Brooklyn. Look at Bob. All right, I'll take it.
I'll tell you what. Everything helps, Jay.
Everything helps. And we'll return with the National Team Challenge from St. Petersburg, Florida, right after this. Just moments ago, Dwayne Podgorsky in the 6th frame for Scime Signs, and he doesn't convert this spare. And Earl might look back to that. Right now, Scime Signs is +5 as we move into this 7th frame. Lenny Biondi or thermocarbon, the left-hander, and a 7-pin is standing for him.
Well, he feels a little fortunate on this, Jay. First, he thought he was going to get the strike. He thought he made a good shot, but watch the 9-pin. The last pin to go. 7-9 was standing, an impossible spare. Leaves only the 7. This is his last chance to help his team. So he has to fill frames.
Nice shot.
Well done.
Right now, they're saying to each other, heard one of them down here a moment ago, keep it clean. In other words,
well, no one seems to be able to really attack the lanes and get any strikes going, Jay, so keeping it clean means fill those frames.
That's right.
Don't give us any opens that we can't pick up because we can't seem to get the strikes.
Mark Scime over on lane 10. Got it.